beautiful Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-December right through to mid-January 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Gemini, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. The first pile will be your protagonist energy, how you're feeling about your situation at this moment in time. The second pile will be the antagonist position, any blockages you've been experiencing, any difficulties. And the last pile will be how things are working out for you in terms of a love situation as we move throughout the next 4 to 5 weeks, okay? Okay, that one just popped right out. They want one more, so I'll give it. We've got the sun there as well. Okay, and I'm just going to do a Celtic cross right at the end there for you as well. Just to let you know, your first house of identity is influencing you at this moment in time. So some of you may be thinking about revamping your wardrobe, changing your hair in some way, or, how you feel about yourself will be starred. So this is how you'll be focusing your energy for the first part of the month, and as you move towards the end of the month, the 8th house takes over, and that's all about transforming your finances. So you'll be thinking a bit more about your joint finances, credit card payments, mortgage payments, bills, paying off debts and things like that. That doesn't mean that you're not going to connect to love. It just means that they may be the thoughts that will occupy your mind a little bit more this month as you move throughout this time period. Now, your first card here is the mouse, okay, which really indicates that you've been having real difficulty in meeting someone new when it comes to love. Also, I feel like perhaps since you've been out of the dating game for a while, you may have felt that your confidence has been knocked a little bit there as well. I'm just getting this energy of shyness. Okay, so some of you may, when it comes to love and meeting a new partner, you may have had difficulty expressing yourself, because I'm picking up this energy right now of someone, when you find someone that you're attracted to, it's like the words get all jumbled up, or you feel a little bit nervous and you go a little bit insular is what they're showing me. I feel like you are building your confidence as you go, and I feel like there is a positive outcome when it comes to love, and you will be taking the journey of love. You've got the ship there, which indicates you haven't found someone that really vibes in the same frequency as you, or that you've been attracted to. So the mouse pretty much represents difficulty or scarcity, shall we say. So you may have felt like there has not been any opportunity to meet somebody who really has that chemistry with you. Also, this card, now, you may have had a previous experience that was very toxic, very draining, okay? This is a previous relationship that I'm picking up here. Now, this may have knocked your confidence in some way, and although you do not want to go back to that time period or to that person, there may be some sort of influence here from that experience that has in some way shaped or formed you in the present moment and how you operate when it comes to love. Now, this does not have to be, of course, a previous love relationship. It can be some difficulty that you experienced when you were younger. Could be that because this is a card of playing small or finding it difficult to open up. And some of you may have even been, I'll come to that energy in a moment. They're giving me so much at the moment, so I'm just going to park that energy in a moment. I will come back to that. because I'm picking up on a toxic situation that is connected to love. So, it could be the way that you saw love for the first time. If you've had parents that perhaps divorced, or, there's a very dysfunctional household when you're growing up, parents or guardians, you may have seen that as your first taste of what it means to love, as it were, and that is your foundation. And you may have noticed that perhaps you've emulated a pattern as you got older, and it's playing out in your relationships. I do feel like you're doing a lot of healing and you're releasing that, but I feel like there's something here that in some way has knocked your confidence when it comes to love. It could even be that you were bullied when you were younger, and it has chipped away at who you feel you are. And as you move throughout this first house of yours at the beginning of the month, this is about building your confidence, believing in yourself, and knowing that you're actually magnetic. And that people are attracted to your energy. So I feel like you're becoming more confident. Now, the energy that I parked over here, I feel some of you have been going through some unwellness. Perhaps you've taken yourself out of the dating game for a while because you just felt like you were not yourself. You may have felt like your wings have been clipped a little bit. Some of you may have not been feeling 100%. So you've just taken yourself on a pause, or, a bit of a pause from dating. So, and that's not going to resonate for everyone. So just take that as it resonates, that one, because I've only got a bit of maybe 30% energy coming through of people who've been unwell, or who have been gone through some sort of procedure and they're mending. Take all the time necessary to mend, because what is meant for you will never pass you by, okay? So it's important to recognize that. And if you have been unwell, I'm sending you so much love, so much hugs, and loads of, healing vibes out there for a speedy recovery. Now, we do have in the resistance position the ship. And as you can see, it's about taking the journey of love together. And you may have not met someone who really, you're looking for a long-term relationship, because this basically, I get it in the reverse at first, and by the end of the 4 to 5 weeks, it indicates it goes in the upright. So the energy changes. It means that in terms of frequency, you're starting to attract someone who will lead to a high-level commitment, a long-term relationship that has a lot of longevity. But you may have felt for a long time that it's been difficult to get into a relationship that goes somewhere, or that you're on the same page, or that there's chemistry between you, someone that you're attracted to, someone who is not like you per se, but is looking in the same direction that you are when it comes to love, because that's so important. You can fall in love with someone who's very attractive, very intelligent, there's a lot of chemistry, but if you're not looking in the same direction when it comes to what you want for love, settling down, children, if you want them or not, those big adult conversations that we have to have are important. And those conversations don't really happen right at the beginning, because it tends to scare people off, or society has us think that. But when you're with the right person, you're going to be headed in the right direction. And I feel like you are about to meet someone where you are, you're taking that leap of faith together, and you are going on there's movement, there's change in your relationship, and you and this person are headed, you're on the same page. Let's put it that way. Okay. Now, some of you may have been planning some sort of vacation, because when you get the ship, this is about travel. So some of you may be thinking about either relocating in your life, or there's some sort of restructure or change in your life that you've been putting off for a while. This may happen next year. When you get this card, some of you may meet this person on a vacation or some sort of travel. But I also get this energy of long distance. So if you've just, for example, something's already just started, you just met someone, it may be a long distance, or some of you may meet someone and there's a bit of a distance between you. This is someone new. I want you to be aware of that, okay? Now, your outcome, we do have the fox. Now, the fox is an interesting energy, because this is someone who is charming, okay? And I want to pull a card on this, because foxes, they operate under difficult circumstances. They survive and thrive under difficult circumstances. So you're not giving up on love, but it does require strategy. Foxes, they are strategists. So it indicates that you need to Really think about your life and where you've built, you know, a habit or a routine, and how you need to come out of that routine in order to seek new love or new energy. So for example, if you're really busy, you're really tired, you're really exhausted after a day's work, you know, you may be feeling, okay, you know, I don't have the time to now go out on dates, but you could put yourself on a dating app, for example, or you could find some sort of time within your schedule to connect to a hobby or something you enjoy doing. It's about restructure. Okay, so they are indicating that there has to be a strategy. Now it is number 14, which indicates patience, but I want to pull a card on this because, you know, with the sun, there indicates there is a happy ever after here. There is a positive outcome. Your love life is improving when you get the sun card. This is about, you know, relationships blossoming into something, happiness, but we got the fox there. So I just want to pull a card because this can be, sometimes it can mean that there is someone with a hidden agenda, for example. And I don't mean, it doesn't have to be in a negative sense. It can mean that there's someone that perhaps you already know, and they're keeping their feelings away from you until the right moment to kind of tell you. So I just want to pull a card on this fox just to make sure. Nine of Cups, so it is a good situation, okay? Nine of Cups indicates a wish fulfilled, but I feel it's more about you strategizing. I'm just going to go one more. Can you please tell me about this? Eight of Cups, walk away from anything that basically is not serving you. You've gone on a real journey of discovery, but I need one more for clarification, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful, okay. Yeah, so they are indicating right now that there is a new person coming into your energetic sphere, but there may be someone that you have a toxic pattern with, or someone who tends to come in and out of your life on occasion. And that person, they're not, this came up in a Pisces reading as well. So perhaps you've got Pisces placements, but it doesn't have to be. But I just get this energy that that person that perhaps you have a cycle of repeat with, they're not emotionally ready for a relationship, a long-term relationship. So if you are looking to settle down, the person that you are already dealing with, where this, you may have walked away from this person, or they abandoned the connection, this person comes in and out. Okay, this person's quite immature, and they're not emotionally available for a long-term relationship. Even though there's love, even though there's attraction, they're not ready to give you the love that you truly deserve and the depth of feeling and connection that perhaps is warranted for a long-term relationship. So I want you to be aware of that. So I feel like you are already in a state where you're walking away from anything that is no longer serving. And when you, it's so important to realize, if you know the history of the tarot, whoever walks away from anything that no longer serves them, or who feels that things are just not emotionally fulfilling, and decides to go on a journey of discovery to let go and seek something deeper, they stumble on the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment. So you may not, you know, realize that you're actually taking yourself straight into the arms of new love, okay, by going on a real deep quest for self-reflection. Now we've got the Page of Cups there, which indicates that there is new love coming your way. This is someone who maybe someone who's quite curious about you, someone who does a lot of volunteer work, a lot of charitable work is what I'm picking up on. This is someone who's very open-hearted. They may be a little bit younger than you, but we're going to get a little bit more detail in a moment. But yeah, there's a loving connection coming on in, and I feel it's about you taking the initiative to really restructure your schedule to find time for love. Okay, let's go deeper on the Celtic Cross and see what's going on there for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Now in the water, they're showing me, and I'm not sure what it means for your reading, they're showing me the number 30, 30, and it's written in Art Deco writing. So this could be like a building that you're about to visit that's got like, it's number 30 and it's got Art Deco writing, or perhaps you are a writer and you're writing number 30 at this moment in time, or perhaps you are 30 and you're holding, you're planning, you know, a birthday for next year, a party for next year perhaps, or you're invited to a 30th birthday in the next 4 to 5 weeks. So please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure. I mean, it could be that you're sitting there listening to this reading right now. Look at this. There's lots of, look, the sun is showing up for you again. So you're attracting a high level commitment here that's going to be a happy ever after. Okay. And I know happy ever after sounds so Disney, but what I mean is you're attracting a healthy relationship that is very warm. It is, you're both aware of each other's needs, and it's something that will grow into something very special. 10 of Cups, look at this. This is great. 8, 9, 10 of Cups showing up for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, my angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of regarding their single status and their love life? Who is coming on in for them? Okay. Okay, we got a 6 of Cups. This is probably your fox right there, okay? Someone who comes in and out of your life. 6 of Cups is a return. It is someone who wants to reunite with you, who wants to talk about the old days, who is very nostalgic. So you may hear from somebody in the next 4 to 5 weeks that you tend to hear from on occasion, okay? Someone that perhaps you don't really want to connect to because although it's tempting, I feel you're looking for new. Otherwise you wouldn't have come to a singles reading, of course, but I feel that, well, I know, I can see there's a new energy on the horizon. There's a lot of chemistry that will lead to something very fulfilling and rewarding. Now, your first card there is the Hanged Woman. Okay, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It just happens to say Hanged Woman in this deck. Okay, but this is Hangman energy, and this is about the pause. So some of you may have actually taken yourself out of the dating game for a while, or felt very much in limbo when it comes to your love life, and you're just like, you're trying to have patience with it, but at the same time, I feel you've had a real test of faith when it comes to love, and there's just this pause. And I also get this energy of caution. So caution in connecting to love. Now, you don't connect to love very easily, my beautiful Gemini. Long-term relationships, you know, it's a very special person that captures your attention and you really want to invest in it long-term. So I do feel like you tend to, well, as soon as you know, basically. But I feel like you tend to take your time to want to commit. And you've just not found someone who is willing to be open and vulnerable to the level that you require. Because you like to, you know, you are an air sign and you connect communication wise, you know, you like healthy debate. You are willing to bare your soul to a person that you're interested in. And you may have felt that you've not met anybody who has the depth that you require. Let's put it that way. And you may have been waiting a long time for that chemistry, that love to really filter into your life. What's crossing you? We've got the Hierophant there. So because it's a crossing card, it can mean that you have left a high-level commitment relationship in the past. You've separated from somebody and it was very difficult. It could have been a toxic environment at the end of the relationship. It doesn't have to be, but it in some way made you withdraw from connecting to love for a while. Some of you may have even been married and got divorced, okay? So I definitely feel this sense of stepping back, but as you move forward, I feel like you're looking for something long-term because the Hierophant connects to the marriage card. It is a marriage card, okay? So I feel like perhaps you're looking for that level of stability, but you've just not found it in the arms of another. And you're building yourself up, building yourself in confidence. You're nourishing yourself. You're becoming a better version of yourself by doing a lot of deep self-reflection and personal growth work. So I do feel like you're attracting someone that will lead to a high level commitment like marriage, if you want that, okay? But some of you may be a little bit on the fence regarding getting married again if you've been divorced. Not everybody's going to be divorced, of course. I'm just picking up on various energies that are coming through. What is below you? The Sun. You're trying to be positive about your situation and you're learning to let your light shine. Okay, I really feel like you're finding the energy. It's almost like you're revitalizing your spirits to get back into the dating game. And you're being really honest with yourself, because the Sun card in this position pretty much indicates, you know, clarity, being honest with yourself and trusting that the universe is bringing you love. But I feel like you're being aware that you need to put yourself in a situation to meet it, to meet the universe halfway. Okay, so some of you, I'm going to pull a card and see where you'll meet this person, but I can feel from the energy so far that you're going to meet this person in a group setting. There will be an invitation that is sent to you or messaged to you in some way. We got a Page of Wands there, which indicates you're so ready for a new adventure when it comes to love. But pages bring news or bring communication. So I feel like you're going to get some sort of invitation that you're going to be really happy about. Now, you may even think, what I'm getting is, it's like you get this invitation and then you're like, when you get it, you're like, yes, I really want to go to this thing, whatever it is. I mean, it could be an event that's connected to your work. It could be an invitation to go on a road trip or travel. It could be whatever it is. I feel like you're excited at first, but as you get closer to the event, you think about not going. It's like, oh gosh, it's on that day. I was really excited about going to it, and now I'm not so sure. I feel like you push yourself out of a comfort zone and you actually go to the event, and you're going to be so happy you did, because there is someone that you've got chemistry with and there's a spark. Okay. And as you can see with the Sun card, Sun cards tend to have like, you know, a child on there who feels a lot of freedom. But as you can see, there's two lovers here. So this is what you're attracting at this time. You're attracting a loving relationship. I hope you can see that. One where there is reciprocity, there is warmth, there is romance and open-heartedness is what I can see there. Now, in the past position, we got the King of Wands. Passion. Passion is your power. But also, my beautiful Gemini, this is about influencing your circumstances. So you may have been going through a very creative period where you've been connecting to things for yourself. You've been working on your goals, your dreams. You've been making things happen. Some of you may have become entrepreneurs, or you're trying to be, or you're setting up your own businesses. You've been busy. Let's put it that way. You've not just been, you know, sitting by the window pining for love. You've been busy. You've been doing. When you get the King of Wands, though, it does indicate taking the initiative. So I feel some of you are stepping out of your comfort zone, that security blanket that we all have when we go home. And I feel like you're being bold and putting yourself in a scenario to meet love. Some of you may have been thinking about doing amateur dramatics. Some of you may have been thinking about doing some sort of course of learning, perhaps, or mastering something that you are really good at. It could be a hobby. It doesn't have to be. It could be a sport. Whatever it is, I feel like you're getting out there and you're doing. You're putting yourself in group scenarios. And I feel that you meet this person, whoever this person is, in a group scenario. And there's a lot of passion. Okay, what is above you? This is your potential. You've got the 10 of Cups, and that's the happy ever after. That's when you normally there's a family unit on there looking up at a rainbow. So that kind of represents the dream and the reality, the groundedness, of course, of, you know, a family unit coming together, a lot of love, a lot of sensitivity, a lot of romantic attraction, and building a family, or having the potential to build a family if that's what you want. Not everybody wants that, so it depends on what you want. But the 10 of Cups is like serenity, peace, good fortune, but also it is about a loving relationship where there is total love, support, contentment, and your family will even like this person. Your family and friends, the people you call your soul tribe, will love this new person, okay? Because I get an energy here that they do not like the past person. Okay, so, but this new person, they will like this person as well. This new person fits into your group perfectly. And I just hear lots of laughter, lots of fun, lots of passionate energy, but also adventure, okay? A lot of adventure. Now we've got a Page of Wands. This is in your near future. Pages tend to announce the arrival of someone new. And this could be a fire energy that comes in towards you. It could be someone who's Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be, but this person is very passionate. They've got strong emotion. And this person has a purpose. Okay, they are very driven, and I don't feel like it's like an in terms of ambition, like they want to like have all the money and things like that. It's more that this person, they know what they want, they know where they're going, and they're bold. This person's going to sweep you off your feet. This person is really going to let you know how they feel. Okay, this person is someone who takes the initiative. You've put yourself in the scenario, but this new person is actually going to strike up conversation with you. And I feel this person, they're going to support something that you do. Okay, so it's, for example, if you have a conversation and you said, you know what, I'm doing a fun run next year, or I'm doing a dry January or something like that, and they go, this person's going to go, I'll sponsor you. This person is very generous. This is someone who does a lot of volunteer work themselves, and they're always trying to make their part of the world a better place. So this person's a good egg, let's put it that way. So if you're doing something like that, this person is actually going to offer to sponsor you. So that's also an indication of who this person will be. If you're wondering, who could this new person be? So just watch out for that. Also, Page of Wands tends to mean this person's going to be very loyal, okay? And this person wants to mate for life. They're also very adventurous. And I feel you and this person, you will do a lot of traveling together. You may even begin a new project together, and maybe even have some ideas to work together on something creative, okay? But I feel the Page of Wands also indicates that you need to step out of a comfort zone and do something differently. But I feel like you're going to be very eager to get to know this person a little bit more. But this card is a very interesting card because there's also a record player right there, okay, which indicates a cycle with somebody, okay, that could be playing on in the background. Whilst you are looking for new, you're looking to the future for new love, new energy, but there's a cycle of repeat that either is playing in your mind, like a previous memory of a heartbreak or a sadness, or the woulda, coulda, shoulda conversations. There's like a re-examining energy going on that I'm feeling right now, and they're indicating to release yourself from that because you're making space for somebody new. But because we've got a Six of Cups there, that person may actually come back and message you. So be mindful. This time period for you in particular, my beautiful Gemini, could be the return of an ex or someone that either you left them or they left you. There's some walking away going on here, but I feel like this person keeps coming back. Okay. Now this is your advice to yourself in this moment. Healthcare routines, really like self-reflection, building yourself up in confidence, knowing that you are attractive both inside and out. This is a card of being the best version of who you can be. So you're going to be looking at exercise routines, sleep patterns, really doing a lot of self-care, basically. And the Empress card is also a card of beauty, or as I said, attractiveness, handsomeness, whatever it is you want to call yourself. This is about you glowing from the inside out and attracting, being magnetic at this time. The more confidence you have in who you are, because we all came to this lifetime in this vehicle, okay? And we can't change this vehicle. Of course, people can like have enhancements and, go and do plastic surgery, and there's no judgment here. Whatever you want to do that makes you feel good about yourself, you go for it, okay? Because this is a life experience and you must do what you want to do. But I feel this is about you being your authentic self, loving yourself fully, and that is attractive in itself, okay? That level of confidence starts to emanate, and people are drawn to that. And I feel like you're learning to love yourself again after a bad experience or a previous experience that was very damaging to your confidence, okay? Now, some of you may have children, of course, because the Empress card can represent the mother figure or a father figure. It's, again, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's more that I'm getting parent energy, okay? So some of you may have children, and you may have found it difficult to get out there and date again. So some of you may be taking it online, hence the long-distance connection, or some of you may be even thinking about after such a long time, you're getting back in the mix. And of course, you're factoring in your children. So there's a lot of dynamics that go with that. So you're not just going to connect to just any old body. You're going to really take it slow to get to know that person, because, you know, there are children involved too. So I definitely feel though you're in a really good position of honoring yourself, and unconditionally loving yourself and having that respect for yourself to not settle for second best when it comes to love, because you deserve the best. Okay, my beautiful Gemini. Now, the external circumstances, Four of Swords, that is the pause. So again, this indicates that right now you may feel there's nobody about who really captures your attention. So you've been in a deep period of self-reflection. Now, swords tend to mean, especially the Four of Swords, tends to mean you're protected and you are redirected towards something greater. Some of you, as I said, may have taken yourself out of the dating pool in order to really reflect on your own personal growth. And this is a card of like recharging your batteries, of meditating, also of waiting, of course, but it is a withdrawal, getting better sleep, closing cycles that no longer have a place in your life that you've outgrown, and getting closure to difficult situations in the past. You're in a very deep period of manifestation, is what my guides are telling me right now. And they're also giving me a song. Okay, so I'll connect to that song now in a moment. For those of you who don't know, I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing a reading. Sometimes it's clairaudient, sometimes it is a visual that I get to see. Now, what they're showing me here before I connect to the song is that you're manifesting. I hope you can see that there's two faces there in a loving embrace, kissing, about to kiss in a loving embrace. This is what you're attracting right now, because you've gone through a very deep period of personal growth. So that is what's occurring for you. Although you may feel like you're alone at this moment in time and doing a lot of healing, you're actually on course to attract somebody new in your life. The universe is lining someone up. Things are being orchestrated behind the scenes for someone to come into your life. Now, some of you, I mean, in the near future, I feel like you will be talking to this person. For those of you who've already just started talking to someone, I feel that that's actually going to grow into something very beautiful. But the energy that I'm picking up on is for people who have not met this person yet, but it's very soon. It's in the near future, okay? Just want you to be aware. Now this song, okay, this is a very famous song. Okay. So the tune of it is really famous. It's what's that song? It's called Downtown by Petula Clark. And this has played in one of the readings before, maybe about 2 years ago, actually. It's a long time ago. But I'm really trying to connect to the lyrics, because they're not giving me the usual downtown kind of, they're giving me very specific lyrics that they want you to know. Hang on one moment, please. Just listen to the rhythm of a gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Happy again. Okay. Okay. I mean, some of you, a bossa nova is a dance. So some of you may have been thinking about picking up dance classes, group dance classes, or attending dance events. Or maybe it's just like being in an event, a bar where there's dancing, that you will meet this person. I definitely see you meeting this person in a group setting. So even if you connect to somebody online, you may meet this person in like a group for the first time, or in a public place, shall we say, where there's lots of people, because I see you meeting this person where there's lots of people. Now this song may be relevant because you'll hear this song play in the next 4 to 5 weeks, so it can indicate that the arrival of that new person is very soon. So I would listen out. This may play on the radio. This might play in a car as you're walking down the sidewalk. You know, it may be playing in someone's car loudly. Could be in the mall. So listen out for that song. It's called Downtown by Petula Clark. I'm absolutely sure of that. Some songs that I get thrown at me in the channeling, I don't know what they are, but this one I definitely know. So listen out for that song. Okay, it's quite an old song, I think. Yeah. It's before my time, but I think it plays sometimes like a, I don't know, on some stations. Anyway, let's move on from that energy. Sorry, it's getting louder and then it's just gone. So it's a very relevant song for your reading. And these images and these songs may mean nothing to you right now, but in about 4 to 5 weeks time, it's like a treasure hunt. My guides give the images and then it's connected in your life and then it starts to slot into place. So yeah, we've got a 3 cups here, and that's a hope and a fear position. So some of you, for example, the 3 cups is about getting out there, having fun, letting your hair down, celebrating or enjoying community events. And some of you may be worried because you may feel a little bit alone or shy, and you feel it's difficult to get out there and meet somebody new. And some of you may also feel like you're not invited to anything. So it's very difficult for you to embrace new energy. I just want to say sometimes you can overcome that by finding events in your area. There can be some free events in your area as well that you can go to yourself, or that, for example, if you enjoy a drawing life classes or playing a sport, you can try to connect to those areas that you enjoy for you. You're not going there to meet love, but you're going there for you. And inadvertently, the universe is actually putting a love connection in front of you. So this 3 of Cups tells me that you are going to be at an event where you meet this person, and this person's going to be very supportive. Also, they're just giving me this energy of both of you are heading in the same direction. So I do kind of get this energy where either you and this person either work in the same arena, or if you're retired, you used to work in the same arena, or it could be that both of you have a trip to Mexico planned, or a trip to somewhere. I'm just pulling Mexico out of the air there. It could be a trip to anywhere. You've got because they're just giving me this energy of common goal. And those 2 ships there, they're going in the same direction. So I keep getting that. You're both in the same flow. You've had similar experiences in life. And I feel like this is you meeting someone who is a really deep companion that your friends get on with, that your family get on with. And, this person just slots into your life. Now, your outcome energy, we've got the 6 of Cups. Now, 6 of Cups has 2 energies coming from it. The main energy is that the universe is gifting you someone that it feels like first love. This new person feels like first love. There's a romantic attraction, and you both bring out the best in each other. And it is passionate, it is kind, it is, you have a lot of fun and a lot of laughter with this new person. But the 6 of Cups also connects to someone trying to reunite into your life. Okay, someone wants to reunite with you. So I'm going to pull a quick card on that. Okay, there's someone here who's been feeling a lot of nostalgia. This could be an ex who's going to reach out, and I feel like the message they're going to send is, remember the time we did this. They're going to mention something because they want to connect with you, and they're going to tell you that they miss you. Okay, they miss the good old days, and it's like, can we ever return to those good old days? This is what I get here. So I'm going to pull a card on this because this person's feeling very emotional when they message you. They may even be under the influence of some sort of substances at the time when they message you. But I'm going to quickly pull a card. There is definitely someone new. This is a separate card. I will talk about someone new coming on in a moment. Okay, can you please clarify the 6 of Cups? Okay, this is someone who may have broke your heart and you tried to move on from. Got 3 of Swords there. Your guides are really indicating 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords. This is someone that emotionally has caused you a lot of turbulence, has really tested your faith in love, and someone that you've tried to move on from. So you've had a lot of difficulty with this person, and either they broke your heart and you're trying to heal. I feel like you're headed in another direction. Interesting that it's another ship there. Similar to like gondola style ships there. It's interesting that your guides are actually moving you away from this person on purpose, because this person just doesn't have the emotional depth. that you require at this stage of your journey, because we're all in different stages. So it's important to recognize the stage you're at and whether the person you're connecting to is on the same wavelength. Okay, so whoever this person is who's trying to reconnect with you, by the middle of January, they're going to try and message you in some form. I feel like you're not really interested, but I'm just preparing you, okay? Now we've also got an Ace of Wands here, indicates new energy. Aces are gifted by the universe. This is someone who has a lot of chemistry with you. This is someone who's very curious about you. And this is someone that there's a lot of passion, and it leads to, you know, a lot of frisson, shall we say. I feel it's a very intense, hot connection. I'm going to pull a card on this one in particular. Aces tend to be the start of something very passionate. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Two of Pentacles. So you do have a choice. They are indicating there is two people. Queen of Pentacles. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Two of Cups, the Chariot. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles indicates that your plan is to connect to somebody that you want to settle down with, okay? And as I said, some of you may have family, that you may have children, and you're thinking about your stability. You're thinking about long-term. Queen of Pentacles is like you want long-term security with somebody. Two of Pentacles indicates you do have a choice. You have to make a choice, and you have to find balance within that. I mean, it's no accident that your guides are showing you a Two of Pentacles as well with two ships. So it depends on what direction you want to go in. But we've got a Two of Cups here, which indicates, I'm clarifying the Ace of Wands, which indicates this person has the potential to be a high-level commitment. There's going to be a long-term relationship that comes out of this new connection with you and this person. And the Chariot card, I mean, you and this person, you will travel together. You will, I feel like you're headed in the right direction. I also feel the Chariot card, you're overcoming an obstacle in love, and you're going to get the relationship that you've always desired. But the Chariot card also indicates that you need to take control of your destiny, and that there is a certain element of fate intervening and destiny, but also you being in control, because the Chariot card is ruled by either two sphinxes or two horses, depending on the card that you, the deck that you have, and there's no reins. Okay, so the history of this card indicates that whilst there is no reins, you are guiding this with your mind, with your heart, with the law of attraction. And destiny is also guiding as well. So I feel both of you together are actually, it's like you're coming together to meet halfway. And the halfway line is a high-level commitment, a romantic relationship that will lead to a proposal or settling down, marriage. There's definitely a love connection headed for you that will lead to something, a union that is very secure. And I feel you and this person, it's a bit like, I keep saying, if you've got Pisces placements, I feel like you and this new person, you go on a trip or a vacation or a holiday quite early in the relationship. They always say the test of a relationship is when you go away with each other for the first time. And I feel like you will see that this person's just on the same wavelength as you, okay? Now this person, it may be long distance, but I feel like it's worth it, okay? So definitely someone new coming on in, high-level commitment on the board. It will lead to that Ten of Cups. That's the happy ever after, okay? So thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Now, in the water right now, they're showing me a very interesting image. It's like a hologram of a picture that moves. And what I'm seeing is it's an animal that moves. Right now, they show me a wolf. A wolf. Now, wolves tend to be representative of pathfinders, finding your way, okay, or finding your pack, finding your soul tribe. But they're showing me it's like a hologram, and it kind of moves. The wolf moves, but it doesn't, I mean, someone may actually give you a card or a gift, or you could see a painting or a poster in the next 4 to 5 weeks of some sort of holographic card or post or image that has an animal in it. And I would say, because I feel they're showing the wolf because it's like you're going to find your way, but you may get an image of any animal that kind of connects to your power animal, if that makes sense. So look out for something holographic that contains an animal in it. So that's very precise. It may not resonate for everyone, but please, keep your eyes peeled for these things. It could be on a poster. It could be given on a keyring. I don't know. They're just showing me the image in the water right now. Now we've got final cards, number 54. And when you reduce it, 5 plus 4 is 9, the Hermit energy. So it says here, isolated contemplation, reflect. You've been in a deep period of reflection and personal growth, shall we say. So you may have felt a little bit on the sidelines looking in when it comes to love, but there is new love here. We got sprout, the start of something really healthy and exciting, passionate, kind, loving, something that will grow into something very deep. It says beginnings, growth, potential. New opportunities will be revealed to you. And it's number 21. That's the World card. So that means there's a new cycle in play for you. You're closing out past situations. You are getting closure on situations that have been toxic, and you're opening yourself up to new, and you will accomplish what you truly desire. Okay, start of something very healthy that will grow into something long term. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. Wow, we got the seahorse. Oh, someone just sneezed. So if that's you, there's something definitely in this message for you. Oh, I'm picking up your energy big time. I think someone's just sneezed more than once because the energy is overwhelming me. When I get an overwhelming sense that perhaps it's so overwhelming, it's like trying to push me to have a sneeze, even though it's not my sneeze. Okay, so if that's you that's just had a sneeze, bless you, gesundheit, whatever it is that you say, but I can feel your energy. So if you didn't sneeze, of course, it doesn't mean that I'm not picking up on your energy. It just means someone's energy was so overwhelming, it really pushed through the majority energy. Your last trinket there is the seahorse, which indicates a soulmate. Seahorses, they partner up for life, and there is longevity there. Seahorses may also be an image that you will see over the next 4 to 5 weeks. So look out for a seahorse, a holographic image that moves. I mean, I guess it doesn't even have to be an animal, but a holographic image that moves. It's just, I saw a wolf in it. And like number 30 is important for some reason, in a very Art Deco kind of writing, and that song. Okay, so look out for those images. There's someone new heading into your energetic sphere. So enjoy, my beautiful Gemini. I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press the little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Gemini. Love and light.